Glad you could join us. Welcome to News Track on Channels Television. I'm Charles Aruka.
And I am Adeshewa Josh. These are the stories and reports we're tracking at this hour. President Goodluck Jonathan, today, as part of his visit to the United States, addressed the 68th United Nations General Assembly. Amidst several concerns surrounding peace and security on the African continent raised in a speech, the president says there will be more commitment to Millennium Development Goals by his administration.
Realizing the need to sustain peace in Nigeria beyond the year 2015, President Jonathan says he is committed to building systems that will see that the conflicts and insecurity confronting the nation do not tear it apart.
There have been several conflicts with devastating consequences and impact in virtually all regions of the world. As global citizens, we have a sacred duty to free our world of wars, rivalries, ethnic conflicts, and religious divisions. Our collective efforts in our drive for a better world will continue to bind us together. Mr. President, Nigeria continues to support the efforts of the United Nations in addressing the global initiative to combat the menace of the illicit trade in small arms and light weapons. We have redoubled efforts to address this onerous challenge within our borders and across the West African sub-region. In doing so, we also recognize the need for a broad-based global partnership in the ongoing battle against transborder crimes, including terrorism and acts of piracy. It is regrettable that these scourges are sustained by unfettered access by non-state actors to illicit small arms and light weapons, with which they foster insecurity and instability across continents. For us in Africa, these are the weapons of mass destruction. It is therefore in the light of our collective obligation and unceasing struggle to end this nightmare that I congratulate member states on the adoption of the Arms Trade Treaty in April this year. Our hope is that upon the entry into force, the Arms Trade Treaty will herald an era of accountable trade in conventional arms, which is critical to the security of nations.
President Goodluck Jonathan addressing the 68th United Nations General Assembly in New York. In his speech, the president did raise concerns about insecurity across the African continent and solicited the assistance of the entire international community towards checking this. And of course, the issue of the arms race and proliferation of arms across the country was also addressed in President Jonathan's speech. Back here in the country, there's been a change of guard at the Kaduna State House of Assembly as the Speaker, Muazu Gangara, and his deputy, Mato Dogara, were impeached by their colleagues this morning for alleged incompetence. The 26 House members sat in their assembly complex and 19 of them voted in favor of the impeachment. The new Speaker, Shehu Usman, representing Giwa West constituency, has been sworn in, while Peter Adamu, representing Kagoro constituency, is his deputy. The new Speaker says he'll provide robust leadership that will guarantee the necessary checks and balances to the executive arm.
Petition from members of the House of Assembly, one, cooperation. And we have to work as a team. We have, as I said in my speech, we have to look at all the outstanding laws that we are lingering for maybe months or years. We have to update them to meet the present challenge of our society.
Well, moving on to other stories now. Calm appears to have returned to the University of Lagos, which was earlier today thrown into chaos following attempts by students to protest the ongoing industrial action by the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Eyewitnesses told Channels Television that students to other universities had stormed the Yaba campus but were prevented from gaining entrance into the institution. Armed security agents were seen at the gate of the university with armored personnel carriers positioned there to prevent the situation from degenerating into violence. It was gathered that motorists and other people were also prevented from entering or coming out of the campus because of the rowdy atmosphere, with the gates locked.
Well, not many students can endeavor to engage in some odd jobs such as bricklaying, packing wastes, or working on daily pay basis at construction sites. However, some students of the University of Jos defied all odds to get engaged meaningfully in various vocations to earn money while the industrial action persists.
It's no more news that university students in federal institutions across the country have been out of the classroom for the past 2 months. But these students of the University of Jos, instead of becoming a burden to their parents or tools in the hands of the devil, have decided to engage themselves meaningfully to earn a living.
Yeah, well, there's so much. I cannot give you the accurate number. Okay. We just want to assist since the ASUU is on strike, and in fact, to feed has been a problem to them. They approach us that we should assist them. So we've been assisting them. And at the end of the day, we pay them their stipend.
The students share their experiences and the motivation behind getting engaged instead of roaming the streets.
Because of the strike, that's why we're working here. I've worked here for like 2 months. We are not wasting our time out there doing rubbish things that will not favor us. Try and do decent things, I mean.
We have to come here to, like, first of all, our own daily bread. So it will not be fun anyway.
Really, they're delaying us in terms of our academics. So we really plead with the government to do something on it, to find a lasting solution to the strike, so that at least we can come back to school again.
Negotiations between the federal government and ASUU are still on. Maybe at this point, reason would prevail on both sides so that the students can go back to the classrooms as soon as possible.
Well, it's quite interesting to see them keep busy.
Well, of course, and considering that it's quite menial, but then, of course, that's the beginning of entrepreneurship, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, News Track returns its security in the southeast of the country. The Abia State Police Command arrests a man issuing fake vehicle plate numbers.
And also, there have been some arrests in Kogi State by policemen. Please join us again.
Of course, armed robbers using toy guns. We'll be right back.
One city, 18 million people and counting. Over 18 million dreams of a better life, and a team tasked to bring those dreams to reality. What is their game plan? What goals have been achieved? Who are the players? Find answers on Deadline Makers every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. only on Channels Television.
Thanks for staying with us. For more on our top stories and other programs, visit our websites, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb.
You can also visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on an iPad, iPhone, or BlackBerry. Also, download the Channels TV app for Android and Nokia 920 from the respective stores. The Abia State Police Command has arrested a man believed to be responsible for issuing fake vehicle plate numbers and 2 others for illegal possession of cannabis. The State's Commissioner of Police, Tili Abubakar, told journalists in Umuahia that the drug traffickers had hidden the illegal drugs in 3 drums and were arrested following a